Continuing our discussion on the properties of similar triangles, we are going to extend that discussion a little further that how the areas between two similar triangles is related. Okay. So for that, consider that we have two triangles. Triangle 1 is PQR and the second triangle is triangle XYZ. And we are stating that this relation could be defined using this expression that the ratios of the areas of two similar triangles is equal to the squares of the ratio of their corresponding side. Okay. So we are going to prove this expression now. So in that case, let's begin with by defining what we know so far. We know that when two triangles are similar, then the ratio of their corresponding sides will be equal, right? That means that the ratio of PQ to XY is equal to the ratio of QR to YZ is equal to the ratio of PR to XZ, right? Because these are the pairs of the corresponding sides. So this is my condition 1. Now let us do this. Let's drop a perpendicular from vertex P to the base QR. So that's our first perpendicular, and likewise drop a perpendicular from vertex X to the base YZ. It meets at the point T and this meets at the point S. Okay, and you can also state here very clearly that these are the right angles here because we have dropped a perpendicular from the opposite vertex, correct? In that case, what you have accomplished is you have obtained two more triangles inside each one of those original triangles. Okay, let me list down the triangle PQT. That's one triangle here, and then you have another triangle in the triangle XYZ, and that triangle is X, Y, and S. Now, what do you find as an observation between these two triangles? I see that the angle at vertex Q is going to be equal to angle at vertex Y, correct? Because those angles are also part of our original triangles and they are equal because these two triangles are similar. It's given to us, right? This is given, by the way. And you could also state that angle at vertex T is equal to angle at vertex S because they both are 90 degree each, right? Now with this, you have accomplished an AA criteria between these two triangles. That means you have proved that the two angles, the two corresponding angles between two triangles are equal, and hence these two triangles will also be similar, right? In that case, I could make another conclusion that the ratio of their corresponding sides, which is PT in triangle 1 to the XS in triangle 2, is equal to the another corresponding side will be PQ in triangle 1 to XY in triangle 2. And this will be our finding number 2. Okay. And we also know that from finding number 1, we know that the PQ over XY is equal to QR over YZ. It is right here, correct? That means you could make one more conclusion that PT over XS is equal to QR over YZ. And that will be your finding number 3. Okay. So far so good. Now let's find the area of my triangle 1, which will be area of triangle PQR, and then divide that with the area of triangle 2, that will be triangle XYZ. And that will be 1/2 times the base will be QR for triangle PQR times the height, which will be PT. And for our second triangle, the area will be 1/2 times the base is YZ times the height is XS. Okay, let's cancel out the common factors and we could rewrite this as equal to QR over YZ times PT over XS, right? But this PT over XS, the ratio that we are finding here, it could be equated to this expression that we had in our finding number 3. That means you could once again rewrite this expression by replacing PT over XS with this QR over YZ, and you can say that it is QR over YZ times QR over YZ, right? That means it is equal to QR square divided by YZ square, correct? And isn't that what we wanted to prove here, that the ratio of the areas of two triangles is equal to the ratio of which is what we have obtained here, okay? But you see that we still have to prove these two parts of the expression here, that squares of each one of those corresponding sides are equal, right? But we have this condition 1 here in which we have the ratio of their corresponding side. We are simply going to put a square on that, and we can state that pq square over xy square is equal to qr square over yz square is equal to pr square divided by xz square. We are simply putting a square on this expression, nothing else. And that is our final finding that we wanted to have. And let us apply this learning by going through one example problem. So take a look at this problem. We have a triangle STU. It has the angle S as 90 degree and SV is perpendicular to TU. Okay, so let's mark these things that we are just reading from the statement. So this is my 90 degree angle. And then you also have another 90 degree angle that the line SV makes at the line TU. Okay, so these are two right angles. If TU is 12 centimeter, which is my first diagonal, so that is 12 centimeter, and then the length SU is 7 centimeter. So this is 7 centimeter. Find the ratio of the areas triangle STU to triangle VSU. So we need to find the ratio on the areas of two triangles. So area 1 is triangle STU divided by area 2, that is of triangle VSU. So this ratio can be found in two ways. Way 1 is that we find the individual area of each one of those triangles and we find the ratio, okay? But for that we need all the dimensions, right? We don't have all the dimensions of the smaller triangle as well, or we don't even know where this dimension of the smaller segment of the smaller triangle is, right? But we can also do this. If somehow we could prove that the triangle 1 is similar to triangle 2, then we can find the corresponding sides, square them, and then find the ratio, okay? So let's try our second approach. We have two triangles, STU, and then you have triangle VSU, okay? So label this as 1 and label this as 2. In this case, first I'll say that in triangle STU, I have one angle which is angle at vertex S is equal to angle at vertex V because they both are 90 degree, right? And then if you look at this diagram carefully, you will say that there is one more angle which is common to both of these triangles, and that is angle U, right? So angle U in triangle 1 is same as angle U in triangle 2 because it is common, whatever the measure is, but it is same, right? And that leads us to a conclusion that using the AA criteria, that two angles in those two respective triangles are equal, that means these two triangles are similar, okay? So the only thing that is left for us is to find the corresponding side. In triangle 1, I have a side TU and that will be corresponding to side which will be SU, right? So let's find the ratio of TU to SU and you will find that it is 12 to 7. The reason we said that these two sides are corresponding because what is the angle opposite to the side TU? It is 90 degree, right? And what is the angle opposite to side? It is also 90 degree. This is one way or one technique of finding the corresponding sides, right? These both are the diagonals of those respective triangles, hence they will be corresponding. Okay, now we have the ratio of those corresponding sides. We will simply square them, right? And that ratio will be equal to 144 over 49. And using a property that we just learned, that the ratio of the area of two similar triangles is equal to the square of their corresponding sides, and we can state it like this, and hence it will be 144 over 49, and this is what we wanted to find. With that, we will take a pause here. It was our objective to understand the relation between the areas of two similar triangles, and that also concludes our discussion on the subject of similarity between triangles and understanding their properties.